information is reliable, credible, and authentic. Thank you for trusting me to bring you the news. It's a privilege to be in your homes and hearts. With every story and every newscast, CNC3 is keeping you informed and inspired. When it comes to news, we are where you are.
Jump Up Therapy with Astamin is here this carnival season because you know the road don't be easy. Astamin helps support energy, stamina, and recovery so you can go fet to fet and still be jumping up on the road. Make sure to power up with Astamin this carnival season. Available at pharmacies nationwide.
Recession have you down? Don't lose hope. Head on down to Tire Clinic for the recession deals. That should big savings with our road hazard warranty on Dunlop, Tommy and Falcon tires. Available at Tire Clinic, Cuba, Chaguanas, and Plaisance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need. Call 636-8973 or 636-2958.
Struggling with blood sugar swings, high blood pressure, or stiff joints? Take control with Aja Nutrition's powerful wellness trio. Berberine Plus supports healthy blood sugar. Blood pressure support helps keep your pressure in check. And Joint Aid keeps your joints moving so you can stay active every day. Don't wait. Choose Aja Nutrition for trusted, effective solutions. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Feel better, move better, live better with Aja Nutrition.
Time check. Courtesy Alive by Nature's Way. Distributed by H&J Enterprises Limited.
Good evening and welcome. You're watching the 7 o'clock news on CNC3. I'm Ria Rambali.
I am Jesse Ramdu.
I am Jassim Marik with sport.
And I'm Jean-Marc Rampasad with your weather.
Let's tell you what's making the news tonight.
Handing an adult sex toy to every female buying a costume. Hashtag tribe gone too far.
Archbishop urges carnival regulation after tribe's adult toy giveaway sparks public debate.
Savita Singh makes history as the first woman to win Chutney Soka Monarch. Her victory sparks social media backlash.
Search continues for 17-year-old Gabriel Nelson, feared drown in Tobago.
Ahead in sport,
I think we tick a lot of boxes in the first game.
the men in maroon get 2 thumbs up from former T20 captain Holder after whipping Scotland.
Hazardous seas and Saharan dust. I'll have the details in tonight's weather report.
Savita Singh has created history in TNT's Chutney Soka scene.
The wildcard entry became the first woman to win the Chutney Soka Monarch title in a finals night filled with color, controversy, and crowd energy. Kevin Feldman reports.
Bring the music, come. Bring the umbrellas, come.
It was a night of celebration and Tassa. Skinner Park San Fernando came alive with color, character, and Chutney Soka pride. 14 artists took the stage, but when the final scores were called, it was Savita Singh who rose above the rest. The wildcard entry created history, becoming the first woman to win the Chutney Soka Monarch title in the competition's 31-year history.
If it's too tight, I'll fix that thing. If it's too second, you want my ring. Don't play so good, you forget you done married. Don't play so good, you ride in my head. Don't play so good, you ride in my head.
Singh's winning Chutney in the ring tells a playful story of a wife suspicious of her husband's late-night behavior after he leaves home dressed for the bar without his wedding ring. The theme of marital mistrust struck a chord with the audience and judges alike.
I always knew that women could learn. We have come a long way, we have strived a lot. We have done a lot for ourselves, and I have always believed in the strength of a woman. I'm just going to continue, not only now start, but continue to spread the flag of my country, Trinidad and Tobago. All over the world, represent Chutney Soka music and the ring.
Singh topped the field with 813 points, winning $400,000 and the Queen of Chutney title. Women swept the podium with Rasika Dindyal finishing second and Lady Lava third. Dindyal stayed true to her traditional chutney roots. Lady Lava brought high energy to the stage alongside Ravi, delivering a rousing performance about the struggle to choose a good partner. Defending monarch Marshall Montano was energetic on stage but finished fourth. Organizers say the show, held on Sunday for the first time, also drew one of the largest crowds ever at Skinner Park, despite delays caused by elaborate stage setups.
I think the show was really excellent. The presentations were over the top. I know it did cause some delays in the show because people's presentations were very elaborate and the setup time took a little while. And that is something we definitely have to look at in 2027, considering that it is a live TV show. But all in all, we are very pleased with the show.
But the results sparked backlash on social media, with some artists and fans questioning the judge's decision.
It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense that people putting out their money, talented, singing songs, you put somebody to win, give first prize who didn't even enter the competition.
Southex CEO George Singh Jr. defended the outcome, saying the judges focused on performance on the night, not popularity.
Big songs sometimes don't win competitions. It's a performance on the night. There's a criteria that we use to judge competitions, and judges follow the criteria. We had 9 judges, and every judge had Savita first on the night, right? So, I mean, I think that was clear.
From history-making victory to heated debate, this year's Chutney Soca Monarch competition has left its mark on the genre. Kevin Feldman, CNC3 News.
The head of the police's Northwestern Division is defending his officers' handling of Saturday's traffic congestion on the peninsula.
Motorists faced hours of gridlock in Chagaramas after the Stinkin' Dirty Carnival event. Assistant Police Commissioner Garvin Henry said he witnessed the traffic firsthand as he was on site with over 100 officers managing the flow. He noted that while promoters provided parking at Scallywag Bay and a shuttle from the Hazy Crawford Stadium, thousands of vehicles still tried to leave at the same time, causing a major build-up. Henry estimated 17,000 people attended, adding that the venue itself posed challenges. And former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith acknowledged residents' and businesses' concerns, but said patrons reported few officers at bottlenecks and no senior ranks directing traffic during critical periods.
Searches continue for 17-year-old Gabriel Nelson, who is feared drowned in Mayaro. The teenager of George Village, Tableland, was pulled underwater by a rip current on Sunday while bathing at Grand Lagoon.
Now, relatives said around 4 p.m. Nelson, his 13-year-old brother and his 20-year-old cousin got into difficulties. However, the 2 other boys made it to shore safely. Gabriel's relatives spent the night on the beach under a tent and with blankets and food items provided by Mayaro Guayagwari Regional Corporation. Police officers, members of the Hunters Search and Rescue teams, villagers and fisherfolks are assisting in the search.
After a year and 6 weeks, Well Services has officially abandoned the search for the remains of rig worker Pete Phillip. It's a decision his wife is struggling to accept. The company said that following the rig collapse on December 22, 2024, they embarked on an extensive salvage and recovery operation involving both local and international experts. The company notes it conducted detailed technical assessments and systematic search activities under extremely extremely challenging conditions. But despite exhaustive efforts, Well Services says his remains were not recovered, and with no further areas left to search, a decision was taken to abandon any further recovery attempts. The company described the decision as deeply distressing and confirmed that Philip's family has been informed. Philip's widow, who met with the officials at the company this morning, said it's not the outcome she was hoping for.
To me, for the period of time that take, it wasn't shocking. Yeah, it's just for them to come out and see it. Try to move on. I'm still thankful that they will continue to support the kids, and I will push through.
Well Services Petroleum reaffirmed its commitment to providing ongoing support and assistance to the family. Investigations into the incident are ongoing. At the time of his death, Philip was the father of 5 and his wife was pregnant. 2 months later, she gave birth to their last child, a healthy baby boy. Well, still to come in the news, Funeral Association warns cremation fees could rise as natural gas prices increase.
Coming up in sport, RSSR almost completes a smash and grab in Speyside in TNT Premier Football League's Tier 2.
This is your captain speaking. Welcome to Carib Country.
See the vibration. Feel it.
To our top story this evening, Archbishop Jason Gordon is tonight issuing a call for Carnival to be regulated if mass bands cannot do it themselves.
His call comes after Tribe's controversial decision to distribute adult toys to female masqueraders, a move that has sparked debate across social media and beyond.
As we hear in this report by Jensen Levin, there are some other religious leaders who share the Archbishop's concerns, while others are asking, what's the big deal?
Handing an adult sex toy to every female buying a costume. #tribe gone too far.
Archbishop Jason Gordon is calling for government to regulate Carnival if mass bands fail to do so. His call follows the tribe's decision to distribute adult toys to their female masqueraders, a move that has sparked social media buzz. During his homily, Gordon condemns what he described as pleasure as the epitome of life.
We have to stop this. We have to dial it back, and we have to bring Carnival back to what it has always been, a celebration of the life, vitality, and creativity of Trinidad and Tobago. Whatever happens in Trinidad Carnival goes to Barbados, it goes to Grenada, it goes to St. Vincent, it goes all up the islands. We cannot be the people exporting this level. What we now reach there is hedonism.
Clinical sexologist Onika Henry says the debate highlights the need for sexual education. She adds that Tribe may have started a conversation many were avoiding.
It is as if he's saying that every other aspect of your pleasure and your enjoyment is welcomed in the Carnival space, except for your sexuality. Pack that up and leave that at home. And that's just not possible. You don't leave your sexuality behind, packed up closed up in a closet when you go out into the streets with other bodies. It is part and parcel of who you are.
Dr. Ellis Boris, head of the interreligious organization, supports Gordon's stance, saying Carnival is entering moral decadence with Tribe's decision. In a statement, Father David Kahn also supported the Archbishop, saying the addition is a shift in how celebrations are being defined and marketed. He adds that it does not expand freedom, but narrows it by redefining fun in crude terms. But Tribe masquerader Gabriel Sanka questioned the concern, noting Carnival has always stirred controversy over behavior.
Aside from the sex toy, pleasure device, the way some people conduct themselves on the road, or some people dress, that's always been a discussion, and it will continue to be a discussion. And I ultimately think it is just up to the person's point of view. If you choose to partake in it, then that's you. If you choose not to, then that's also you.
Gordon insists the issue goes beyond pleasure toys, warning of a descent into chaos.
Now, these are the same people who own Stink and Dirty, the same people who own Get Naked, the same people who own Island Crashers that corrupt our children every single year in Tobago. Owned by one person, two people max.
The Archbishop wants people to make no mistake. He loves Carnival.
Last week I was in Renegades. I love Carnival. I go to all the pan sides. There's so much beauty about this Carnival that has come from the bowels and belly of our nation.
Dr. Gabriel Hossain, senior lecturer at UWI's Institute for Gender and Development Studies, says state intervention would be dangerous.
I think we should remember that these concerns about lewdness and women's sexual excesses have been with us from 1884 to present, and that it falls on a very dangerous tradition for us to call for state authority to discipline women, including in the privacy of their own bedrooms. And we want to resist that tradition.
CNC3 News reached out to Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar and Culture Minister Michelle Benjamin, but received no response. Tribe CEO Dean Akin also did not respond. Jensen Lavend, CNC3 News.
All right, today we asked, do you support the move by Mass Band Tribe to distribute sex toys to female masqueraders in its goodie bags?
Here's what you had to say.
I believe we come to a society with a little more, we're free to be more sexual and thing and express yourself in that way. So I don't see it as like a crazy, terrible move. It's something that people used to talk about plenty and stuff. So yeah, they give it out. I don't see a problem with it or anything like that.
To me, I believe that, let me say like, somebody wants to let their young daughter start to play mass, like let me say for the first time, and you open up your goodie bag, let me say 19 years, and you see the sex toy, it's going to be like, what, So for that purpose, but other than that, I mean, it just is what it is. It is what it is.
You're paying to play mass, and the band leaders or the owners of the mass band giving you as a token of what? What appreciation is that?
Yeah, that's very shocking, but I support everything.
No, I don't. I don't use sex toys, so that's why. But that's a nice gesture, I guess, yeah.
I find it's probably a good idea. It's not a bad idea. To each its own, Everyone has their needs, so I think it's not a bad idea. I can't criticize it.
The president of the Association of Funeral Professionals of Trinidad and Tobago says grieving families could soon face higher cremation fees following the rollout of the National Gas Company's hike in natural gas prices. Keith Belgrove warns that the increase would strike at the heart of crematorium operations. CNC3 News understands that the average cost for a cremation alone ranges between $3,500 and $4,500. Belgrove says foreign currency maintenance costs and strict environmental regulations already place significant financial pressure on operators. He adds that crematoria rely heavily on natural gas, and any sharp increase would immediately threaten the viability of their operations.
When you couple that with massive rises in gas prices, the only person who will pay for that is the consumer at the end of the road. Because at the end of the day, we need to make sure that the operation of the crematoria is viable. And that cost will be eventually passed on to the end consumer.
Now, asked whether he could estimate the scale of the potential increase in cremation fees, Belgrove said it is too early to provide a precise figure.
NGC has implemented a 77% increase in gas prices to its industrial and commercial customers. The move has sparked concerns about increased inflation and reduced productivity. Government has been standing by its position on the increase.
Supply chain concerns in Tobago are beginning to ease following a setback with the newest cargo addition.
The MV Blue Wave Harmony, intended to replace the Cabo Star, remains out of service after its hull was damaged during a sea trial in late January. The vessel's unavailability initially triggered fears of a supply crisis, with some businesses reporting low stock of essential goods. However, Renee Sipasad Singh of the Tobago Hotel and Tourism Association says while there were initial shortages, the situation has improved as short-term measures were implemented to restore the flow of cargo to the island.
But since that time, things have eased up and have improved. We have found some alternative routes. Supplies have increased in Tobago. We don't really have too many challenges with food and beverage in particular. I think what is mainly affected currently are supplies, particularly heavy goods like hardware items, and supplies that are needed really primarily for businesses and for households.
As it pertains to visitor arrivals for Carnival 2026, Sipasad Singh says larger hotels are not experiencing an influx of guests. He says there seems to be a pull towards the smaller establishments.
The larger properties are not as busy. In fact, there has been some decline in visitor arrivals to the larger properties. But in speaking to our members, we have found that the villas, the apartments, bed and breakfast, smaller type properties have been showing strong bookings. On some of the niche markets, the dive operators and nature operators have found that their bookings have actually been very good for this Carnival weekend.
Sipasad Singh adds that long-term planning is needed to mitigate inefficiencies on the sea and air bridge during peak seasons. Now, a sharp increase in cement prices by Trinidad Cement Limited is reshaping competition in the local market. Hardware operators say rock-hard cement is now the cheaper option following higher energy costs passed on to consumers.
Meanwhile, the exit of ArcelorMittal and Trinidad Cement Limited from the TTMA is raising concerns about the strength of private sector advocacy at a critical time for the economy.
Andrea Perez-Sobers has more in tonight's Business Watch.
The balance of competitiveness in the local market appears to have shifted following Trinidad Cement Limited's latest price adjustment. The increase comes in the wake of a 77% rise in natural gas prices imposed on the manufacturing sector, a cost TCL has now passed on to customers. Checks with several hardware operators on Monday confirmed that TCL's products are now retailing well above the price of rock-hard cement, which is currently selling for about $62 per sack. At Yeken Hardware, TCL's Premium Plus 42.5 kilogram cement was listed at $77.34, while an official at Bhagwan Singh's Hardware confirmed the same product was priced at $74.61 before VAT. Just weeks ago, the same sack was commonly sold for about $67. Hardware owners say the increases are already influencing buying decisions, with contractors and consumers gravitating towards the cheaper option. Turning to other business news, the withdrawal of ArcelorMittal and Trinidad Cement Limited from the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association has sent ripples through the business community, with concerns growing about what it means for industry representation and policy engagement. CNC3 News spoke with the chairman of the Confederation of Regional Business Chambers, Vivek Charan, who points out to a challenging economic environment marked by rising taxes, higher energy costs, and uncertainty surrounding government policy.
We have to understand going forward that I feel that the government's new approach to taxes and restructuring the prices of things kind of reflects how tough things are on their end and how they, in terms of earning income.
Despite these challenges, Charan maintains that manufacturing remains one of the more resilient segments of the economy, having contributed significantly to the growth in recent years.
How deep and how wide the natural gas price affects them is something that I believe those people as a body should really get together and petition the government, to say, what their concerns are.
The National Gas Company sent a letter to Answer McCall and TCL on Christmas Eve demanding the 77% increase on natural gas. And now for a look at today's energy and foreign exchange prices. Andrea Perez Sobers, CNC3 Business Watch.
With Cuba facing an aviation fuel shortage, Caribbean Airlines confirms it will continue to operate its weekly service to the island. In an official notice to Air Missions, Havana's Jose Martin International Airport said on Sunday that Jet A1 fuel will not be available starting Tuesday. In a response to questions from CNC3 News, CAL says it is aware of fuel supply limitations in Havana and will carry additional fuel from Port of Spain to support ongoing operations. The airline confirms it will continue to monitor the situation and implement any contingency measures necessary. Earlier today, Air Canada announced its intention to suspend service to the island indefinitely due to the fuel shortage affecting 9 international airports. Cuba sources aviation fuel from Venezuela. But since the United States military operation in Venezuela, U.S. President Donald Trump has vowed Cuba would receive no more oil from Venezuela. He has also threatened to slap tariffs on any nation sending fuel to Cuba.
Still to come in the news, another title for Janaya Clark as she captures the National Junior Calypso Monarch.
We had mostly sunny conditions today with a few showers favoring Tobago and northeastern Trinidad during the morning, then over western coastal areas of Trinidad during the afternoon. Conditions are now mostly fair but hazy. I'll have the details on the alert and the dust coming up just after the break.
Watch the passion building and the voices roaring with the mission done and the game is won with the music talking. The big stage calling, the culture comes alive, and it's just endless vibes. The future's bright, be more bright. Now it's sweet time, the time to shine. Life is on, it's no time to be timid. So chase those dreams, live without limit. Oh, life is on, it's this sparking you and me. Oh, life is on, it's connecting all that we. Oh, life is on, warring with destiny. Life is on, all across TNT. Life is on, life is on, life is on. Be mobile. Life is on with Be Mobile.
Okay, let me see you Cherry Hill. Yeah, now take it back. Let me see you rock off, shake off. Let me see you rock off. Let me see you kick right. Now step forward, now step back.
Lucozade, bring the energy. Unbeatable taste, new look.
Shake off. Let me see you rock off.
Carnival is coming, and you want to feel confident in your body. But when your appetite is low, gaining healthy weight can be a real challenge. That's where a Petamin comes in, an appetite stimulant that helps support better eating and healthy weight gain. With improved appetite, your body gets the nourishment it needs to build natural shape and fullness. So when carnival time reaches, you feel good, confident, and comfortable in your costume. Start a Petamin now and get carnival ready. A Petamin is available at pharmacies nationwide. Check your favorite pharmacy for special deals.
Every day brings moments that matter. A laugh with friends, a walk outdoors, time with the family. With Acten's gender-specific underwear, you don't have to go back. Specifically designed for men and women, Acten's provides a comfortable fit, ultimate absorbency you can rely on, and breathable comfort that helps you feel fresh all day. Feel secure, feel confident, feel free to live life your way. Find your freedom with Acten's gender-specific underwear.
Trinidad, the season of wins is here at Passat's The Food King and Bright Ideas. One season, many chances, big wins. From premium Leroy chocolates to Moet champagne and fine wine to booming sound systems, fully loaded coolers, and even 50-inch smart TVs. Here's how you can enter to win. For every $300 spent at Passat's The Food King or Bright Ideas, you receive one entry form, fill it out, and drop it in the entry box. We weekly Carnival Cooler Line draws every Saturday and one massive grand finale. The season of wins ends on February 26th and the grand carnival draw on Saturday, February 28th. Shop, enter, and win in the season of wins.
Push on! Quality value, that's our way. The real push, that's we're here to stay. The Food King. Push on!
Mom, Dad, this is Trevor.
Hi. He's no Kieran.
Back up.
Fling? That's why he crossed the road. It was funny when Kieran said it.
Oh, who could that be?
We're like the parents who don't miss your ex.
I can't believe Kieran is in the neighborhood.
CG United. Good like that.
Welcome back. The stage is set for tonight's medium band semifinals as 16 bands compete for the top spot.
Shade Superville and cameraman Ricardo St. Bernard are at the Queen's Park Savannah for the spectacle.
Shane, what can you tell us?
Excitement and energy is definitely in the air tonight at the Queen's Park Savannah as throngs of patrons are slowly but steadily finding their way into the venue to find their seats and their positions ahead of tonight's competition. Now, it has been reported that the Pan Elders Steel Orchestra is in the lead with 280 points for this year's Panorama 2026 finals. However, there's still a chance for other bands to earn their place in the top spot in this leg of the competition. However, it all comes down to how they look and sound during tonight's competition. It's also worth mentioning, aside and apart from the competition aspect of tonight's program, that there have been concerns over the withdrawal of financial support, direct sponsorship from some companies towards some steel bands. However, based on the turnout tonight, based on the energy, based on the vibes, and based on some of the conversations that are being had among long-time Pan aficionados, long-time Pan spectators, that it hasn't dampened the mood, the tone, or the tempo of the spectacle. Back to you.
Archie, thank you so very much for the report. We're looking forward to more of it on our social media platform and in The Guardian tomorrow. Sharman, hazardous seas are developing around our coast.
Yes, that's correct. The alert comes into effect at 11 o'clock, and in light of recent events, it's important that we get this information out there. So let's take a look at some of the details of the alert. It comes into effect at 11 o'clock and it lasts until 9 a.m. on Thursday. Now, large breaking waves are possible along our north-facing coastlines, which includes the Gulf of Paria coastline on our southwestern peninsula. And that also includes areas such as Point Fortin and Mosquito Creek, but that area in particular is expected to be affected to a lesser extent. Now, the feature that is generating these swells is a low-pressure winter storm far away in the North Atlantic Ocean, and the swells are now trickling down into the southeastern Caribbean. So all marine interests are advised to exercise extra caution in the nearshore areas in particular. Activities such as fishing, swimming, and boat moorings can all be affected. Otherwise, waves in open waters can get up to 2 meters and near 1 meter in sheltered areas, occasionally choppy, especially with the breezy conditions we've been having. Winds out of the east at 15 to 20 knots. Now, given recent events, let me remind you that our east coast is a high-energy coastline, especially in the dry season, because it's exposed to the full brunt of the trade winds. So you are taking a risk by bathing in those waters, especially if you venture out into the water above knee height. Those rip currents will easily knock you off your feet. Just some words of advice. Now onto the satellite. Some cloudiness over the Greater Antilles earlier today, and that's due to the tail end of a cold front similar to what they had last week, and it's not expected to progress any further south into the Caribbean. Today we had just a few showers associated with this bit of moisture associated with these clouds here. Off to our east, no significant cloud development, mostly dry, and most of those clouds are called fair weather cumulus clouds. Also accompanying these dry conditions would be some Saharan dust, which is expected to peak tonight, giving us some moderate air quality indicated by the yellow colors on your screen. The dust is expected to linger for the majority of the week, but in a slightly lower concentration. But in any case, be sure to take the necessary precautions if you're sensitive to this change. So the forecast for tonight, mostly fair but hazy as the Saharan dust is present. Overnight lows of 22 in Trinidad and 24 in Tobago. Tomorrow is expected to be even drier than today, mostly sunny, hazy and breezy with just a very low chance of a light shower. Looking ahead, tomorrow and Wednesday would be mostly dry and dusty, but the chance of showers increases on Thursday and Friday. Also a reminder for the guys, because we usually need it, Saturday is Valentine's Day. Seems to be a sunny day so far. 1 or 2 showers on Sunday, then good news for everyone, a sunny Carnival Monday for now.
Great reminder for the Valentine's Day weather forecast.
Yeah. Not that I needed it, it was already in my calendar.
I am sure that is the case.
Yes. Thank you very much, Jama. Really appreciate it.
I'm sure a lot of people appreciate that. Carnival Monday will also be very sunny as well.
So tomorrow the 7-day forecast extends into Carnival Tuesday, so we'll have a better picture.
People have time to get their sunscreens if they didn't.
It's true.
Thank you so much, Jean-Marc. Let's tell you what's still to come in the news. Attempts to make a former car owner pay for a crash she didn't cause is shut down in court.
Friday, Frolic Friday, February 13th. Meet us at Fed Yard, Queen's Hall, Port of Spain, from 5 p.m. to midnight. Performing live, Voice, Nadia Batson, Mikael Teja, Destro Garcia, Lil Kerry, Ding Dong, Anika Berry, and more. The premium food inclusive Cooler Fed. Tickets are $500. Log on to KenSimmonsTT.com for all the info. Sponsored by Simon's Musical Supplies, Food Hall, RC Mass, Carib, Blue Waters, Stamina Energy, and Campari.
Carnival is here, and so are the opportunities to protect your financial future. Celebrate the sound, protect your money, build your wealth. The Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission presents Rhythms of Wealth. Just like every steel pan Madison panorama, every smart financial choice counts. This carnival, spot investment scams, make wise decisions, and protect your wealth, one beat at a time. Don't fall for those pressure tactics to join fast or be fooled by promises of guaranteed quick returns. If you've been scammed by a pyramid or Ponzi scheme, report it to the TTSEC. Visit ttsec.org.tt or email complaints@ttsec.org.tt. Play your part, keep your rhythm, secure your future. The Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. You invest, we protect, everyone benefits.
It's Jay's exclusive Big Carnival Sale. Get 25% off everything store-wide. All departments, no exceptions. Sale ends February 15th. Jay's exclusive Big Carnival Sale. JD's, Princess Town, San Fernando, Rio Claro, Gasparilla Mall, and M6 Plaza Chibuonas. Your low price headquarters, JD's.
We are your one-stop, most convenient, most helpful, most caring community pharmacy. Our pharmaceutical services include dispensing medicines, repeat dispensing, clinical governance. But we also have a fully stocked convenience store featuring our refreshment aisle, grocery lane, personal care products, toys, pet supplies. We are most conveniently located out of the traffic, just 2 minutes off the highway in Heartland Plaza, Endeavour Chaguanas. Contact us on 220-8705 or 470-5938 and visit us soon. Magical Expressions Limited is the largest importer and distributor of fresh cut stems, offering the widest range of beautiful flowers at the most affordable prices. Thank you for celebrating all special moments with us. For exclusive offers, call us at 701-6488, 701-6680 or 775-9191 or visit our website to order.
Nature's Ways Alive Kids Gummies are multivitamin gummies meant to support the development of children's bodies, like their bones, muscles, joints, brain, heart, and also their immune health. Choose Alive Kids Gummies by Nature's Way because they deserve it.
Enroll your child today at CTS College's private primary school. Classes are online and taught by qualified and experienced teachers. Our fun and engaging sessions are recorded for further review. We cover the full range of SEA subjects with preparation for success. Students from first year to Standard 5 are welcome to join. And with our competitive rates and flexible payment plans, it's easy to enroll. Sign up today at CTS College.
Welcome back. A woman who remained the registered owner of a car after selling it has successfully defended a lawsuit over an accident caused by its latest owner.
Last week, High Court Judge Robin Mohammed dismissed a claim brought by accident victim Ramjatan Lalchal against the car's owner, Heather Ramratan. Instead, he granted a default judgment against Kevin Ramlal, who caused the crash but failed to defend the lawsuit. Lalchan filed the case after Ramlal, driving the car still registered to Ramratan, collided with his vehicle in June 2016. He saw $22,000 in repair costs. Ramratan told the court she had traded in the car in 2011. Justice Mohammed ruled there was no evidence Ramlal was Ramratan's agent or servant, so she could not be held liable. However, he noted she could still face a fine under the Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Act for failing to register the transfer.
For an update on this story now, authorities have tracked down and moved in on the source of the threats against Rio Claro East Secondary, executing search warrants at several homes and seizing electronic devices, even after the suspects tried to hide behind VPNs. Despite efforts to mask their identities online, investigators say tech giants like Google and TikTok, along with VPN providers, are cooperating, and the Cyber and Social Media Unit is now analyzing the seized devices as the probe continues. The Education Ministry, TSTT, and the police's cybercrime unit launched a comprehensive technical investigation into serious threats directed at the staff and students of Rio Claro East Secondary School. The incident caused major unease among parents of students who protested the authorities' lack of action last week. All right, with a calypso calling out adults for the examples they set, 11-year-old Janaya Clark emerged victorious over 15 other junior calypsonians at the Queen's Park Savannah with the song role models. The homeschool student had already claimed the title in the South version of the competition. She performed in position number 13, but was not the only youngster with a strong message for adults. Crystal James and Carissa Lee have more.
So where our leaders today to be an example for we young people? Where our leaders today when the young ones looking for a role model?
She may be little, but her lyrics and the way she commanded the stage at the Junior Calypso Monarch competition was not. Claiming her second title in just days, after also winning the San Fernando Junior Calypso Monarch competition, Janaya Clark called on adults to set better examples.
So leaders, check yourself and fix it. Check yourself and fix it. 'Cause role models for the nation's youth, we need it. I plead with leaders, check yourself.
Despite her nerves, the young performer said with God as her role model, everything worked out.
Before performing, I was nervous, though on stage, everything was good. No.
Why didn't you think so?
Because anything could happen.
Last year's monarch Zaydan Darius of Savanetta Primary School placed 9th with his song Instrument of Change, while second place finisher Corkis Davison placed 14th with Put Yourself Back in Place.
The men we must depend on in increasing numbers gone. Tomorrow go jail or to buy half pack.
Kaylin Allen of Holy Name Convent, Port of Spain, placed second with her calypso, Man, Men Are Needed. And Kalia Ramsey of Bishop's High School took home the third prize. Kaik Wilson of Queen's Royal College won the audience over with his style of performing, which was enough to place fourth.
Our values and moral constitution will mold the minds of the future generations. Who we are and who we want to be, choose our identity intentionally.
8th runner-up Kyle Peake's catchy piece of advice had everyone singing.
Leave little children out to make people nonsense.
The winner of the competition received $25,000, while the second, third, and fourth place winners received $20,000, $15,000, and $10,000 respectively. Those who placed between 5th and 16th each took home $5,000. Carissa Lee, CNC3 News.
Hey, congratulations to Janaya winning another title, sweeping it this year. All right, well, it's now time for sport, and there are new champions on the volleyball court, Jassy.
Yes, that's right. The Secondary Schools Volleyball League provides some scintillating final day action as the international school takes their dominance all the way. And Jamaica's under-17s are one result away from World Cup glory after a statement win over the Cayman Islands. Stick around, we'll have highlights when we return.
Welcome to Holiday Inn Express and Suites.
Do enjoy, Stacey. You want some coffee?
Can I have a
Perfect then.
That's exactly what we need.
Hey, the pool is this way.
Whatever you're here for, we're here for you. Stay smart at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites.
Visit Tire Clinic Marketing, New Truck and OTR Tire Service Center at number 30 and 32 Montrose Main Road, Chabonas. Call today at 665-8973 or 672-3419. Alignment services available. Tire Clinic Marketing, Truck and OTR Service Center. A tire for every need. Are you an entrepreneur? Make some money this carnival. Just arrived at Tate's. Red crates, cotton candy machines, snow cone machines, popcorn machines, Tabro camp cards, and Atlanta meat saw blades with various lengths. 9296 Abercrombie Street, Port of Spain. Tate's, make some money this carnival.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry. Premier insurance coverage for less.
The road starts early. You can't wait for nobody. Long road ahead, but you're ready for it. Pick up your Astamin. Energy to move. Juve is not play. Once you start, you can't stop. Road ready, body lining, spirit high. Astamin helps support your energy when you're on the road from early. Jump up, stay up. This carnival with Astamin. Available at pharmacies nationwide.
Welcome back. It's time for sport. Former West Indies T20 captain Jason Holder is pleased with his team's start to the ICC Men's World Cup currently happening in India and Sri Lanka following Saturday's win over Scotland. The West Indies put in a good all-round showing on their way to posting 182 against the Scots. Shimron Hetmeyer hit a classy half-century. Fellow Guyanese Romario Shepherd claimed 5 wickets, including his first World Cup hat-trick. Holder himself was also among the wickets with 3 to go along with some energetic fielding to stifle their opponents. Speaking ahead of what will surely be a tougher challenge versus England on Wednesday, Holder said starting the tournament with a win was important.
To get 2 points on the board was key. You know, it was a very crucial game for us to start the campaign really well. Credit to the boys. You know, we played a really good game. I think we were challenged at certain stages of the game, and we came through in those tough situations, which is strong signs for the team going forward. We all know we can improve in each department as we go on in this tournament. But for me, just be consistent. You know, consistent with our attitude, consistent with our with bowling, and also consistent with batting as well. We've definitely got to touch up in the field. We've been letting ourselves down and dropping a few chances, so that's obviously an area that we can definitely improve on as well too. But all in all, I'm really happy with how we started.
Holder's 3 wickets for 30 runs lifted him to 101 T20 international wickets, making him the first West Indian to claim 100 wickets in each format.
100 wickets in this format, you know, is a blessing, to be fair. I guess at the start of my career, I wouldn't have imagined this moment, being the first, you know, to take 100 wickets in each format of the game. But, you know, I take it as it comes. You know, very, very happy. Thank my teammates over the years, and yeah, hopefully we can get a few more polls.
Football now. Trinidad and Tobago's under-17 footballers have gone from goal shy to goal gluttons in a matter of days as they demolished the Dutch side of St. Martin this afternoon in Group A of CONCACAF World Cup qualifying at the Hazel Crawford Stadium. Substitute Kanye Glasgow scored a double, while a goal each from Jameek Watkins, Christian Pitt, Donovan Drayton, Adassa Richardson, Finn De Freitas and Jeremiah Nanton completed the 8-0 win. TNT moved to second in the group, level on points with first-placed Mexico and third-placed Barbados, who are currently engaged in a 7 p.m. kickoff against each other. The Trinidad and Tobago Premier Football League's Tier 2 competition continued on the weekend with Division 2 kicking off. Caston Cupid has the highlights from RSSR's trip to Speyside, Tobago.
In the eastern tip of Tobago is where RSSR in the Green Kits squared up against Speyside-based Sides FC, who made the visitors unwelcome from early. It was all action defending by RSSR to keep themselves in the match as Sides kept coming. Their custodian James, very theatrical in his play, tipping this one over the bar. Sides continue to find themselves unlucky not to break the deadlock. This time a goal line clearance kept scores goalless at the half. RSSR came alive in the second period with their first real sniff on goal, but the header was tame. Meanwhile, bad luck began to resemble squandering on behalf of the home team as time went on. Then a lash of frustration proved that the inability to score was taking a toll. With time racing away, the quality in the final third for Sides grew from bad to worse. That killer instinct missing as opportunities continued to go a-begging. In complete contrast, RSSR's chances were few and far between, but they capitalized in the 80th minute when Khalid King rolled home for the shock lead. But Kerry MacDonald, for all his misses earlier, finally made amends to save face for Sides in a 1-1 final scoreline. Other scores saw City FC edge Laventil United 3-2, Prisons beat San Fernando Giants 5-3, Petty Valley Diego Martin got full points over Eagles with a 2-1 final, while Bethel United and the Club Sando had to share the spoils. Caston Cupid, CNC3 Sport.
Staying with football, Trinidad and Tobago internationals Rion Moore and Justin Garcia were both on target on Sunday in a win for their Vietnamese club Son Lang over the Kong in the V-League 1. Song Lam started the match in the bottom half of the standings, while the Kong were third. However, Garcia put the visitors in front with a free header in the 3rd minute. After the Kong pulled level in the 20th, Song Lam pulled away once and for all with 3 more goals, one of which was netted by Moore on the breakaway. The final score, Song Lam 4, the Kong 1. Song Lam, they are now 9th on the standings with 13 points after 13 matches. Great goals indeed there. Now, the International School Port of Spain won the girls under-17 and open divisions as the secondary schools volleyball league came to an exciting conclusion at the Eastern Regional Sporting Complex. Ashta Girls San Fernando, San Juan South Secondary and Fatima College also walked away with trophies on Sunday.
International School of Port of Spain's under-17 girls in blue wrapped the first set of their match against Ashta Girls 25-22 after a long final point volley. They kept up the pressure in the second and looked even stronger as the match wore on, playing to an early lead against their opponents from San Fernando. The tale of two cities remained one-sided as the day's second game neared its conclusion. However, Ashta's players still had some fight in them and managed to close the gap. Unforced errors from the leaders made things interesting. This, coupled with Ashta's determination, pointed to a potential turnaround. But in the end, the ISPS girls were just too good. They took the second set 25-17. Fatima College's under-17 boys in their blue, yellow and white kits had their hands full against their peers from Barrackpore West Secondary. They remained relentless, however, and still managed to keep the Deep South team on their toes and at arm's length, rallying to a close run 25-20 opening set win. The Barrackpore boys improved in the second set and made their opportunities count, coming back from a 6-point deficit to go on an impressive run and win the second set 25-19, sending the match into a third. There, the seesaw battle continued, but Barrackpore ran out of gas as Fatima took the set 16-19 and the game. It was a tough day for Barrackpore's teams as the Open Boys squad also tasted defeat at the hands of Sour South Secondary in straight sets 25-15, 25-12. International School racked up 2 victories on the day, winning the Open Girls match against St. Joseph's Convent Port of Spain 25-23, 25-22, 15-11. Jovan Ravello, CNC3 Sport.
In tonight's regional roundup, history for Haiti and Jamaica's under-17s are on the cusp of a 3rd ever World Cup berth.
Haiti's Stevenson Savard became the first man to represent his country in cross-country skiing when he tackled the slopes at Milano Cortina, Italy 2026. Savard clocked 56 minutes 52 seconds in the event, placing 64th out of 75 athletes. Into more typical Caribbean temperatures now, Jamaica's under-17 boys made a massive statement in the CONCACAF Group G of World Cup qualifying, hammering the Cayman Islands 12-0 in Costa Rica on Sunday. Kelvin Brown led the win with 4 goals. It follows Jamaica's 3-0 win over Aruba, which lifted them to the top of the group on 6 points. They are now level with Canada, but well ahead on goal difference. Jamaica now needs just a draw against Canada on Wednesday to book a place at their 3rd under-17 World Cup. Meanwhile, head coach of the Barbados under-17 girls football team, Richard Ford, says better systems must be put in place if they are to improve on the regional and international stage. Ford was speaking after disappointing showing at the CONCACAF under-17 Women's World Cup qualifiers, where the team failed to win a match in Group F, losing to El Salvador, Trinidad and Tobago, and host Curacao. Ford said the tournament highlights the gap in exposure compared to their opponents. Caston Cupid, CNC3 Sport.
And now for tonight's Sport High, we head to the ICC T20 Cricket World Cup.
Canada's Dylan Hailing has snagged a blinder on the boundary today, walking the tightrope to remove South Africa's Aiden Markram. Yes, what a catch. So not happy to just save a short 6, Hailing hung on to earn tonight's CNC3 Sport High.
That's it for sport, guys.
Thank you so much, Jassy. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Dress like you mean business. At The Working Woman, we bring you stylish, professional looks made for the modern woman. From casual to formal workwear, we've got your professional wardrobe covered.
Struggling with blood sugar swings, high blood pressure, or stiff joints? Take control with Aja Nutrition's powerful wellness trio. Berberine Plus supports healthy blood sugar. Blood pressure support helps keep your pressure in check. And Joint Aid keeps your joints moving so you can stay active every day. Don't wait. Choose Aja Nutrition for trusted, effective solutions. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Feel better, move better, live better with Aja Nutrition.
Gaming Express Limited is a premium importer and retailer of the highest quality brand name electronics. We stock the widest range of PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Samsung, and Apple devices and accessories. Visit us at Shop 52, Level 2, Gulf City Mall in San Fernando, or contact us by phone or WhatsApp message at 687-7480 or 301-9797 or 798-1280. Like our Facebook and Instagram pages for updates on products and services. Magical Expressions Limited is the largest importer and distributor of fresh cut stems, offering the widest range of beautiful flowers at the most affordable prices. Thank you for celebrating all special moments with us. For exclusive offers, call us at 701-6488, 701-6680, or 775-9191, or visit our website to order.
Each day I ask myself, how can our country be better than it was yesterday? We all hope for a better society, but not many understand the power of their influence to change the world around them. A small act of kindness holds as much power as a camera, a mic, or even a seat in the parliament when it comes to achieving societal development. I understand that my purpose extends beyond being a mere observer. I am an active participant in shaping the world around me. From the stories I write to the newscast I produce, it is my hope that everyone is heard and understood. We are where you are.
Welcome back. In the lead up to Wednesday's general election in Barbados, the Democratic Labour Party leader, Ralph Thorne, says the parish of St. John is owed a debt and he's promising to collect. At the launch of the DLP's National Manifesto in Gold Hill on Saturday night, Thorne pledged to transform the parish into a commercial and educational hub. He pointed to a sharp decline in infrastructure, noting that the area has lost schools and gas stations over the years. His plan includes turning 4 roads into a centre of economic activity and upgrading the local polyclinic to a 24-hour facility to ease the strain on the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Thorne appealed to the nation to support these upgrades, calling it a long overdue repayment for St. John's legacy of national leadership.
Internationally, former Hong Kong media tycoon Jimmy Lai has been sentenced to 20 years in prison.
The 78-year-old self-made billionaire was among the highest-profile government critics charged since Beijing imposed a sweeping national security law on the semi-autonomous southern city in 2020. His outspokenness over Hong Kong's shrinking freedoms, including to top U.S. officials, and his role as the founder of now-defunct Apple Daily, a fiercely pro-democracy tabloid newspaper, had long made him a thorn in Beijing's side. He was found guilty of 2 national security charges and a sedition charge in December, following a years-long legal battle. Both Beijing and Hong Kong's government have repeatedly rejected international criticism of Lai's prosecution and dismissed accusations that his jailing was politically motivated.
Well, in just 13 minutes, Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, better known as Bad Bunny, rewrote the definition of American. Bad Bunny turned the halftime show into a masterclass in Puerto Rican pride and continental unity. Performing nearly entirely in Spanish, the superstar brought out icons like Ricky Martin and Lady Gaga, transforming the field into a vibrant celebration, complete with a defiant nod to the island's power crisis as he climbed prop utility poles. But the night's biggest statement was about identity, waving a sky blue Puerto Rican flag, a shade symbolic of the island's pro-independence movement. Benito shouted, "God bless America," before naming dozens of nations across the hemisphere. Spiking a football label, "Together We Are America," he left the world with a message that stretched far beyond U.S. borders. As we leave you, let's remind you to stay connected with us on our social media platforms.
There you'll find tonight's stories, the latest updates and exclusive content, and don't forget to pick up a copy of the Guardian newspaper.
Well, the countdown to Carnival's Grand Showdown is on, and today Port of Spain got a taste of that energy.
B-Mobile's Soca in B Square lit up the capital, where free performances from stars like Michael Teja, Nyla Blackman, Lady Lava and Ravi B.
From the moment the music started, the crowd was moving.
As we close tonight's newscast, here's a look at the color, rhythm and excitement that filled Woodford Square today.
You're watching CNC3.